With a volumetric flask, you can accurately make a stock solution of an exact known concentration. In this example, I'll explain this by dissolving copper sulfate with 250 milliliters of water. I weighed exactly 512 milligrams of copper sulfate into this container. First, we'll transfer it to the volumetric flask. We place a funnel on top of to avoid any spills. And then we dispense the copper sulfate through the funnel. Now we rinse out the container, since there might be some bits of copper sulfate left. We also need to pour these rinsings into the volumetric flask. Rinse the container a second time to be sure all of the substance is transferred. Then we also rinse the funnel. And finally, we wash down the neck of the flask, because the chemical can also get stuck here. Now we can be confident that we transferred everything we weighed into the volumetric flask. We add water to dissolve all of the copper sulfate. In this case, we fill it to halfway the widest part. And then, we dissolve the copper sulfate by swirling the flask around carefully. Once everything is dissolved, we fill the flask up to the base of the neck with demi-water using a squeeze bottle. After this point, the flask is very accurate, so we need to be careful not to add too much liquid. A squeeze bottle adds too much liquid, so we'll use a pipette for best control. We suck up some water and add it to the flask. Until we almost reach the blue line. For the last part, we need to be really careful not to go past this graduation, or else we'll add too much liquid. Therefore, we need to see the blue line at eye level. Make sure that the bottom of the meniscus lies right at the line. Then, we show we have completed the volume to 250 milliliters. Once that's done, we need to dry the inside of the neck, since there might still be some liquid adhering to the walls. Not wiping it means we're adding too much liquid. I use a spatula and a piece of paper towel. Now we need to mix the solution to make it homogeneous. To do it, we stop at the flask and invert it several times. Now our solution is properly diluted. Label the volumetric flask with your name, the date, the substance and the concentration.